Defense, Knights again trying to get to that position to use this Sage, or have they found a different way? Like you said, Cloud9's undefeated. The way they innovate fans, the way they're able to pick apart a team and get what they want out of their opponents is so good. And here it's going to be a quick start. 0 points out, and they have the knowledge.
That's a great start, actually, for the Knights as they move in. They timed out on the smoke that was already used by Vanity in a different spot. Wall off towards the door side. It's going to be a 5 versus 5 retake. Nebula's on the top. Yes, Scuba's staying as an Astra, but Leaf is trying to jump in. Doesn't work out. 2 kills coming in for the Knights as we have a 5-on-3, and they are getting mowed down here for Cloud9, so things are great for Knights to start things off on their favorite map. But Zeta, he's not going down without a fight. It's 2 kills of his own on a 2 versus 3.
Oh my god, no way.
Gets a third, but no way's coming in. It's going to be a 4K instead for Ban on the pistol, and the Knights open up big.
Common Cloud9, they keep that economy tight. And Knights is going to try to look to tarnish that economy once again here for a second.
Nothing's changed for Cloud9 though. No stacks really coming in. Just a little bit more of rotations from the A site to focus more on that tree. Trying to get some information with that 0 point. Nothing's coming out. Lots of baiting pings with this orb. And look at that. It's slowly pulling people out. Is it going to be a full hit for the Knights? We'll find out.
Quick drone. Ooh, Zeta gets caught jumping in. That might be the activation to the play, even if they weren't going in before Vans.
Yeah, and a couple of shots coming in from the classic through the smoke. It does a little bit of chip damage onto Ban, but of course, they have a Sage. They have Zip. He's going to get topped back up, and the Knights are now moving inside the site. A little bit of a recon dart
Scuba's
towards the
creeping
backside
mid.
of the chest to get some information. Nice wall here to block things off, and we finally get the spike planted.
Scuba.
As people are falling down, yes, Scuba's on this flank, at least with this Guardian, and he's about to get the perfect timing on the backstab. The wall is yet to be broken, so he can just focus towards B main. Look at this. C9 are just hanging out right now, looking for some exit kills for a bit. Another one's about to go for another flank from behind, and Scuba understands this.
How interesting. See how they're using the time back and forth. You can't see Leaf reconsidering his movement with 4 HP. Maybe he has a better chance to get a runner out of B main. And now it's up to Knights to keep strong here and hold the D.
We're just trying to get that timing there for Cloud9 with the paranoia with a couple of kills if they could, and have everybody else die with the spike if they could there for Knights. But Knights, they make it out of this round with only one person from his position. It's got to be Bulldog, right? He's got to play that range.
Exactly. And they're set up a little bit pushed on Cat, and there's why. That 0 point through the wall tags onto A long.
And that's exactly what Sideshow was talking about. How do you avoid this 0 point coming out from Zeppo? It's not only information, but it also cancels out an important wall that could come into the execution of the Knights. And there you go. As they try to come in, they don't really have anything to go for. Pop execution. One-ways are also one of the main things from Vanity playing as an Omen on this map that was detrimental, at least to the Knights' first point of execution towards this game main site. So as players fall down, make that even a third, we can now start pushing in. We all know and love the good old Zeppa and Leaf pushing through when they have the weapons advantage, but we're not going to go for the overheating for Cloud9. Just a couple of flashes, more utility, and then even a 0 point to catch the last two guys. Here he goes, they lined up. This should be it. Should be maybe a flawless coming in soon for C9, but we're just playing the waiting game at this point.
No wonder he's getting headshots. Sentinels of Light over here? Yeah. Feels good. Feels good. That sound, that aim. Leaf putting up a few kills for the team this round. They've done a good job of it, figuring out where Knights was. And also, if you watch the movement right off the beginning of those kills, you liken it to how a baseball team would move around the diamond. If had what was Killjoy coming over, Mitch would have been towards Cat, and they continue to cover each other's position. So even if Cloud9's trying to put a lot of their strength in one position, they still have that kind of cutoff guy if they need to rotate back, giving them the information. Leaf, however, pushing up, get a little bit more off. And we'll have the Blade Storm here to start, and we'll continue to keep an eye on the beginning of Zeppa for a bit here. Another 0 point, gets a good tag, but Knights is spread out this time, Vans.
Yeah, Prime Gaming Flawless to start things off for C9 on their first round on the board. This time the information coming out with the 0 point, spawning 2, but they don't see that Sage yet, so maybe inching for a default is what C9's thinking, and look how pressed up Leaf is at. He's already on the other side of Sabrosa, looking for the first fight against Zip. A nice little jiggle peek, though, that forces out Ban towards the back of the mid side as we trade off a couple of kills. Now going up towards the air, he does manage to get the kill onto Mitch too, so that's all of the utility of Killjoy down also towards his B site. There's still some pressure though on this catwalk from Zeppa. Now as the smoke dissipates, he also loses his life. And this, so much map control, so much room right now for PKS to actually execute into the site, and it's going to be into A.
I got some serious deja vu. Remember the quad kill Ban got doing the same thing in mid there on Ascent in their match just a few weeks ago, Vans? Like,
yeah.
he can just replicate that and be an aggressor in mid, figuring out where C9 was, quickly tagging a few without putting himself in a dangerous position. And they do. They possibly go punch for punch here. Rotation from Vanity and Zeta will be around the outside to look for exits, and Knights do a really nice job at playing a bit more aggressive here. Once they want to and have identified a situation, they seem to be taking it here on the back of Van.
Yeah. Big shout out there to Garrett, the general manager of the Knights. As I told him quite a few times on Twitter, I'm probably going to call these guys PKS just because of the tag that it's on the overlay. That happened. We're going to go back here into the round and see what's going to happen. So we do have Ben looking back towards the Gelato. A couple of guys spotted here by C9. You can definitely see here that they're looking for the exit games. They're looking to make it expensive, but it's not going to happen. They both fall in Vanity and Zeta, and it's going to be 3-1 here for the Knights.
I here for C9. This actually helps. Well, they would have a bit of money still that they don't go hard on second round purchase. Here we see Ban working it near Gelato. Or I'm sorry, Knights have to be aware of this. Operator comes out, Vans. They're going to play a little bit slower to see if they can make Cloud9 make the first move. You peek us. We're holding the hard end.
Even starts out with a much earlier 0 point than other rounds here from Zeppa, this time towards B-Link. So he's really trying to figure out not only where Ziff is at as at Sage, but also where Gangsta is at. Because that previous round where he was able to get that 0 point into A main Gelato, and it actually spots the Sova, he knows that there's not going to be a late Aldrone towards back mid, which allows then Leaf to push out towards that catwalk to try to aggress towards B-Link. This time, the information gain for Cloud9 is using their utility, and it's off the alarm bot, spotting now one towards that mid side. Still very calm off that information. The Aldrone then comes out from Zeta just to see if we're going to have a mid to B split. And they spot the Killjoy utility, and it's starting off that way, at least for Cloud9, understanding where the Knights are looking to hit.
Oh, Mitch. Holding a great flank with the op first. Whoa, danger, danger. The wall goes up in the op to peek first here, Mitch. It was a beautiful crossfire with Leaf.
30 seconds left.
Okay, but
Ziff.
it gets answered back by Ziff. It works out, and they also take down Zeta up on that sidewalk. So when you already have the information and you have the stack of numbers, they still fall down like pins. It's still going to be the Knights able to fight, but it's also Vanity looking to bite back. First one to drop. Reloading his weapon is also going to be Zeppa, so both players, or Cloud9, are both together here towards the spawn. Vanity dropping down towards Logs. The 0 point came in towards the close way side, and Vanity's just going to try to use the advantage of his own smoke to try to isolate this fight against Zip. Spots him, gets the kill, as Zeppa gets the last two in the back of the site. A 2 versus 3 that allows C9 to get a beautiful retake on these two clutch players to get the defuse and the second round on the board.
It taunted Ziff into a fight. He's like, here, I'm going to create a 1v1. Ziff bites, Ziff's in the smoke, and Vanity takes. Zeppa doing a great job at stairs here. What a way to... That's what I was doing. Same thing Vanity did.